Hey guys, Sue's here. If you are looking for a yummy ground beef keto recipe, then stick around. This is a hamburger sausage broccoli Alfredo casserole from Just a Pinch. It was uploaded by Diane Atherton, and I varied it a little, and stick around to see how to make it. I wanna catch the wave. So to start with, I preheated the oven to 350, grabbed a small yellow onion, and please don't mind my horrible knife skills here. I'm just gonna chop that up roughly. And once I've got that all done, just gonna set it to the side. You see I've got my little skillet going in the heat. Gonna add some ground sausage to the pan. Now this, I believe, is just Jimmy Dean. I think it's just like your regular kind of breakfast sausage. You can get it though in mild, hot, extra hot. And I'm just gonna kind of crumble that in there. And it's just a pound. Once I've done that, I went ahead and added my pound of kind of fatty hamburger meat and a tablespoon of oregano. And then I went ahead and added minced garlic. And I did add about the equivalent of 1 clove. Just gonna incorporate that and start browning this hamburger. I am doing this over medium heat. I'm just kind of cooking it down slowly. Once I see I've got it kind of where I want it, where the fats are kind of in the pan now, I'm just making a little place to put my onions right in the middle so they can just be directly on the heat and just kind of simmering in that fat. And as that cooks down, and we jump forward a little here, you can see then I go ahead and just kind of start incorporating it all together. And you're just going to continue letting it brown. A lot of keto recipes you leave the fat in. For this one I did drain the excess because it was intense. Add that pepper till you feel it in your soul, as I say. And I'm just going to mix that all in. Here I took some cream cheese. I did just take like a package, 8-ounce package, and microwave it. Put it in a bowl, add a half a cup of heavy cream, and then I'm also adding a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I just use like the cheap, whatever store brand grated Parmesan cheese for this. If you use the shredded, it's not going to give you the same consistency. Once I have that in there, I'm just going to mix it all together really well until it forms like a cream sauce. And that is what is going to give us our wonderful Alfredo taste to this casserole. Okay, sticking it to the side, I just grabbed an oval pan. I don't even know what the measurements are, but casserole dish. Sprayed it down with some olive oil spray, and for this part of the recipe, I should have went with my gut here, guys, and I should have done the whole thing in like a large saucepan and then pre-mix it in the saucepan and then just moved it over to the casserole dish. But for authenticity's sake, I decided to follow the recipe as closely as I could, even though I changed up a lot of measurements, and go ahead and mix it all in the dish, which just save yourself some heartache, guys, and do it in a big sauce dish ahead of time. For this broccoli, I just eyeballed it. I had some frozen broccoli I needed to use up and get rid of, and I had 2 recipes I wanted to make with it, so I just put half of it in here. And then struggle bus as I tried to incorporate frozen broccoli, which the recipe I think did probably use fresh broccoli, but you know how we have to do it around here. So once I get that kind of evenly mixed, then I'm going to add just half of the cream sauce to start with, because I really didn't want to struggle any harder than I had to, and to go ahead and get this mixed. Start doing that again and wishing again that I'd have done it in a large saucepan, guys. Save yourself the headache and use the large saucepan to start with. And once I had that incorporated, then I'll just go ahead and add the other half of the sauce. It's just easier for me to mix it this way than to struggle with doing it all at once in the casserole dish. And then I'm just like smoothing it all out, making sure it's kind of distributed the way I want. And then the recipe does say to just add 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese. I probably added more than that because, again, I want there to be a whole lot of cheese on the top of my casserole. So here you go. And once you have that done, just pop it in the oven and set a timer. It said 35 to 45 minutes, and I did let it bake for 45 minutes. Once it comes out, it does look ooey gooey wonderful. I, of course, forgot to capture that on film. So check out this leftover day-old casserole and how yummy it looks reheated. And just imagine how great it was the first night. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to our channel for more keto videos, lifestyle, mommy vlogs, you know, just all the things. And we will see you next time, guys.
In war, there's never